So despite 6ix9ine being like Batman and locking away criminals and taking away their freedom, sending them straight to Arkham, he's kind of like a crooked Batman because he seems to find himself in legal trouble once again, this time not in criminal court, but in civil court, right? He's getting heckled at the club, as per usual. People don't like the fact that he was putting away criminals, so they're heckling him at the club. Someone throws a bottle. He decides, it would be a genius idea if I went ahead and threw this bottle back. I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get. So he throws it back, and 6ix9ine, not being the most athletic or sportsman-like person, completely misses the target and hits a stripper in the head, causing lacerations. Kind of followed in a lawsuit real quick. She was asking for $9 million.
9.8.
No, I think she asked for $9 million, but it was after fees and such that it escalated to that, and the judge granted it because 6ix9ine just didn't show. And the reason he might not have showed is because he's kind of hard to locate.
Where is he? I have no idea.
Turns out, when you're playing Batman, you kind of don't want the Batcave to be publicly known. So on his address, it's not like on his license, it's not where he actually resides. All the mail and stuff is under other people's names, management, things of that nature. So he could very well just say he didn't get it.
Yeah, and I think they just enter a default judgment when you don't show up, and he's just going to avoid it. What I was going to get at is throwing the bottle back is Batman behavior. He just lacks the coordination, like you said. Batman would have thrown that bottle back and hit whoever threw it at him, and he almost did, but then he hit the stripper.
And the stripper's name is Alexis Salberios. I personally don't think that she's going to get this money. I think that 6ix9ine will file an appeal since he has to know by now. Famous people, they're conceited. He's Googling himself, as dirty as that sounds. I'm sure he sees this all in the news. So I imagine he's going to file an appeal and be like, hey, you may not get this 9.8 million, but I'll tell you what, I'll break you off 300,000. Shut up. It's 300,000 more than you had to begin with.
Yeah, and also I think when you have money like that, you can play games in the legal system and you can kind of stretch time out. Like you said, he can probably easily say, I wasn't aware of this. My address is hidden for obvious reasons. I never received this information. I'll meet you in court. And like you said, give an offer or what do they call that? Settling out of court. And I honestly think that's exactly what's going to happen. We've seen him beat way worse cases than this with a lot more stacked against him, with a lot more years. I really don't think he's afraid. I think he's just playing it smart, or he's letting his lawyers play it smart.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we'll see where this goes and where it develops, and, we'll see if Alexis gets rewarded for being hit in the head with a bottle.
Do you think that this is going to alter his behavior in any way? Do you think he's just going to keep doing the same bullshit he does on the daily, or do you think he'll walk a little smarter and play it a little smoother?
I do not think 6ix9ine learns from his mistakes. He's still out here acting up. I think he's just gonna. I think he's just an unapologetic dude. Like, I think he's just gonna stay the way he is. Like, I think that's just his personality. I think it's confrontational and just kind of out of pocket. So I think that's kind of where he's gonna stay. With that being said, go ahead. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Leave us a comment down below. Do you think 6ix9ine's gonna learn? Should 6ix9ine settle out of court? Is 6ix9ine going to pay the 9.8 million? Let us know down in those comments below. And what would you guys rate Alexis on 1 to 10? Go ahead and let us know in those comments below. I'm Rugburn.
And I'm Pickled Landon.
And this is Tombstone Tourist.